Today's mantra is I love myself completely and unconditionally. Today's practice is all about heart openers and giving yourself some self-love, which is not selfish. So if that sounds good to you and you'd like a juicy flow, come join me on the mat. Let's begin. Place your hands in Anjali Mudra and press those thumbs against your sternum. Let's shut down the eyes and start to elongate our inhalations and our exhalations, allowing yourself to arrive fully and completely, sitting up a little taller, dropping the shoulders away from the ears as you actively push your elbows from side to side. The mantra for today's practice is I love myself completely and unconditionally. I love myself completely and unconditionally. Press your thumbs truly against your heart space now and connect to that mantra. I know that's a heavy one, it's a big one, and it's difficult to do. So the more that we can practice it, the more we can actively apply it to our life. A very wise woman told me that in order to fully give my heart to someone else and truly love them entirely, I have to love myself unconditionally first. So today, as we flow and move and practice, let's embody that energy together. And even if we just apply it a tiny bit, I bet you anything we're going to feel different at the end. And we'll be able to carry that energy with us into the world. And we all need a little bit more of that these days. Let's take a big breath in through the nose and out through the mouth together. Letting it all go. 2 more big breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. Letting it all out. 1 more biggest breath yet in through the nose. Sip in a little bit more air all the way to the top. And exhale, release, letting it all go. So nice. Open your eyes. Now take your hands and interlace your fingers behind your head, elbows nice and wide. I want you to open your chest, gaze up a little bit to the ceiling. And then what we're going to do is as we exhale, we're going to round the elbows in and contract, rounding through the back. Inhale is going to open you up. Gaze up, heart open, and then exhale, rounding the spine, chin to chest as we warm up the back. Keep going. Inhale opens you up, and then exhale, contracts, rounding you all in. Do a few more of these at your own pace, really paying attention to the opening and closing of your heart space. As you deeply breathe, you feel all of that oxygen starting to stretch out the muscles and the bones as your ribs expand and your lungs inflate. So nice. Do 1 more of each. This is in lieu of our traditional cat and cow. Now come to neutral, and now what we're going to do is lean over to the right, really anchoring down through that left hip. Then come back to center, other side, leaning over to the left, anchoring down through that right hip. Back to center, keep going on each side, letting your breath move you. Exhaling as you come to the side, inhale lifts you up. We're activating our obliques while still opening our chest and our heart and warming up our back with some lateral movements. Do 1 more of each. And then come back to center. So good. Now release your hands. What we're going to do is tint our fingers and walk our hands back behind us, all the way back until you can't get them any closer, squeezing your shoulder blades together. Now what I want you to do is open your chest, open your heart, and then continue to turn your head towards the sky, really stretching the front of the neck and the throat, opening up your heart space even more. And if you can, drop your heels of your hands, your palms, all the way down to the floor and deepen this pose even further. The idea is to really open up that heart chakra, the throat chakra, even the solar plexus too, so we can really open up our energy through the center of the body and be able to share some love with the world and whatever our heart wants to say. Let the energy be ignited in the solar plexus. Let it marinate and sing in the heart, and then allow it to fully express itself through our throat chakra. So nice. Now gently bring your head slowly back to center, lifting back through your fingers and walking your hands back to the side. Let's make our way into tabletop. We're going to do a very dynamic cat and cow, child and cobras pose today. So what I want you to do is walk your hands a little forward, just past your shoulders, and we're going to sit back into child's pose. Really sinking down, dropping the weight of the head. Now on your next inhale, you're going to lift yourself up through cat pose. Come past your wrists to the top of cobra, and then lower yourself all the way down to the mat. Inhale through cobra, and then through cow, and then sit back into child's pose. Inhale lifts you up through cats to the top of the cobra, all the way down, really keeping that heart open. Inhale lifts you up through cow, and then back to child's. You got it now. Let the breath, as you inhale, move you up, and then your exhale lowers you down. Inhale lifts you up. And then exhale, lower back down. Maybe close your eyes and continue to do this. It's a very sensual warm-up. So in honor of Valentine's Day, in honor of our hearts, of being able to fully love ourselves so we can love others, move like you love yourself with a little grace, being sensual and sweet, without judgment, without concern, without control, just allowing yourself to feel your muscles, your bones, as you move your blood and that oxygen around through your system. Not being afraid of what it looks like. There's no one here to watch you or to judge you. Just feel the beauty of the body as it moves, the beautiful rhythm, and how we are connected, of sinew, of blood, all of our cells, all singing in harmony together to create a true symphony that is the human body. Now let's do our last one. This time you're going to come to the top of the cobra. Hi, Leo. And then lower yourself down slowly, slowly, slowly. Bring your hands out underneath your shoulders a little further for regular cobra now. Inhale rolls you up, shoulders away from the ears, gaze forward. Relax the glutes, and then lower back down. Let's do two more. Inhale lifts you up for cobra. Exhale, lower. Last one. Inhale up for cobra. Really open the heart space, shoulders away from the ears. And then lower yourself all the way back down. Let's push ourselves up into plank and join me in tabletop. Let's take a big breath here, in through the nose and out through the mouth. Let's slow walk to the top of the mat, taking our time, being very sweet and deliberate with our footsteps, articulating the toes, letting the joints pop and crack as they need to, really connecting to the earth, and you arrive in forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, back nice and long. Heart open even here. And then as you exhale, release. Let's sweep our arms up as we come up to standing, hands to touch. Then as you exhale, cactus the arms, heart really open, gaze to the ceiling, stretching that platysma muscle, the front of the neck and throat, really opening up here. Inhale, straighten your arms, head back to center, and then swan dive. And as you forward fold, go slowly, letting your heart carve the path as you come down into your inversion. Inhale, halfway lift, airplane arms, switching it up today. And then plant your hands, step both feet back into plank. Let's take a slow vinyasa, and I'll meet you in down dog. Inhale, exhale, let's flow. Three-legged dog, right leg lifts. Bend the knees, step it between the hands for warrior one, lifting yourself up. Sweep the hands back behind you. Interlace the fingers for humble warrior, really opening the heart center, and then lean forward, coming the inside of that right leg, pulling the navel up to the spine. You can go in your full inversion if you want, but since we're just getting going, I'm going to go halfway today. Really pulling back with those hands for that counterbalance. Inhale lifts you up, release the hands, and then open it out to warrior two. Our power pose, sinking down nice and deep. Chest open, gaze forward, taking up space. And let's add rainbow. Shift your weight into that back foot as you take a well-deserved bow. Yes, thank you. Imagine the applause. Now come back to warrior two and immediately go into peaceful warrior, sweeping the left arm forward and back as your right arm sweeps back as well. Now what we're going to do is come back into warrior two and prepare for half moon. Grab your block to get started. Really pushing through that left heel. Gaze towards the floor or to the side. For an added challenge, you can even rotate the head towards the left arm. I'm not going to do that today. Holding it here for a few more breaths. You got it. Now bend generously into that right leg and let that left foot come down to the floor. Back to warrior two. Now straighten the right leg. Pivot that right foot so you are both looking towards the long direction of the mat. And now sweep your hands back behind you. Interlace the fingers for wide leg forward fold. Inhale. And then as you exhale, let your heart lead the way as you forward fold. Go ahead and take your inversion now that we're warmed up, allowing your hands to reach towards the ceiling. Maybe rinse out your shoulders a little bit by knocking your hands a little side to side. Waking up the shoulders and the mid-back. Stay for another breath. And then on your next inhale, use your hands to pull your upper body all the way up. Release your hands. Now we're going to do warrior two, but the other side. Pivot to the left foot to the short edge of the mat and then come into warrior two, really plugging in those shoulders. Rainbow, shift your weight into that back leg, taking a bow on this side now. Peaceful warrior, bend into that front knee as you sweep that left arm back, sweeping the right arm the opposite direction like you're taking a bind. And then this time we're going to come into half moon using the momentum of the peaceful warrior to come into half moon on this side. Might take a minute, like that just happened to me, to find my balance. And if you fall out of it, that is okay. Just take your time setting things up. And then when we do this sequence again, you'll feel more prepared. Really open the hips, pushing through that right heel. All right, now bend deeply into that left knee and softly land that right foot back behind you. Turn your toes towards the long direction of the mat. This time, let's extend our arms big and wide, taking up space. So nice. And then bring your hands back behind you. Interlace the different finger on top this time. Really open the heart. And then forward folds. Coming down halfway, or go ahead and take your inversion once more. Every time we go upside down, this is a great way to shift our energy and change our mood. Getting more blood to the brain can definitely help, especially if we're maybe not feeling that happy or animated. This is a great way to just shift things around, not just physically, but also perspective. Can really help. All right, enough yapping. Inhale lifts you back up. Take your time, being mindful and loving, and then come back into warrior two. Let's do that sequence again. I think you know it now. Come into rainbow. Now, peaceful warrior. Now, half moon. Then back to warrior two. Turning forward for forward or wide leg forward fold. Just leave your arms open this time. Coming down this time, let's do a twist. Left hand below your face, right arm sweeps up, reaching for the sky. And then other side, left arm sweeps up. And then back down. Bring your hands to your hips. Inhale lifts you up. And let's do warrior two on the other side. Sitting down deep into the pose. Let's do rainbow, taking a big bow. You deserve it. So gorgeous. Now back to warrior two, but it's actually peaceful warrior. Sweep the arms forward and back. Now let's use the momentum of our arms to come into half moon. I'm a little weak on this side today, which is very normal. So if you are experiencing anything like that today, know that you're in good company with me and that we'll work on this stuff together. Stay for another breath. And then bend into that left knee, softly lands, and then bring yourself back to center. This time we're going to turn our heels and toes out for full star, spreading through the fingertips. So good. And now let's lower down into goddess. We're going to stay here, lift both heels at the same time, and deepen the squat even further, really lifting the elbows, and do a few little pulses to tone up the legs and the glutes. Keep breathing, you got it. Now lower the heels, straighten the legs for star, and then bring your hands into heart center. Let's heel toe our feet together now. And we're going to come down to the mat. So take a big step to the top of the mat. Hands up overhead to touch. And let's lower down to the floor through a toe stand. Sink down into the heels. Coming down to the mat. Lifting the heels, really working on your center of gravity as you come into a toe stand. Hands into heart center, really zipping up through the midline of the body. Inhale. And as you exhale, add a twist, twisting to the left, right hand to the outside of that left knee, left arm back. You can do it. And if you fall out of this or need to give your feet a break, please do, and then hop back in or pause the video. This is great, great stretch for your feet, especially besides all the balancing here. All right, sweep that arm back to center, over to the other side, coming through center, and then as you exhale, twist to the right, extending the arms if you can. My legs are burning. I don't know about you, but mine certainly are. Wow. Ooh, we're getting a good workout today. All right, sweep that arm down, bringing your hands into prayer, coming to center, and then go ahead and release your hands. I'll give your feet a break. So nice. All right, let's just pound the feet a little bit, send some blood throughout the body now. Give our little piggies a break. And you know what? This is all about self-love. So let's go into cobbler's pose. And why don't you give your little piggies a little massage? Who needs a masseuse or a partner to help you? We can do this on our own. Give ourselves a little acupressure, a little bit of massage, taking care of the feet that carry us through life. All the different acupressure points on the toes. The whole body has correspondence down here. All our nerve endings are down here. So give your feet a little bit of love. Come on, y'all. Let's do this. Let's give ourselves a little TLC. Kind of opening the feet up like a book. Don't worry, you can wash your hands later. You're all good. All right, so nice. That felt good. I don't know about you, but that felt very good. Okay, now we're in cobbler's pose. Let's go ahead and put our hands on our ankles now. Pulling your feet closer in towards your pelvis. And I want you to open your chest up enough that you feel like you're really pushing forward while your back is also pushing back. So you should feel this really incredible alignment happening in your spine while your shoulders are also getting pulled down away from your ears. So there's a lot of counterbalance going on here with a really active stretch. It doesn't look like you're doing much, but when you engage all the muscles and you are in good alignment, this is a great stretch. Feel it through the hips, the groin, the back, the chest. So nice, even locking up the core, the abs. Inhale. And then as you exhale, we're going to fold over the legs. We're going to drop our elbows into the inner thigh. And you're going to keep folding until you can't go any further. And then if it feels nice, drop the weight of your head and decompress the spine here while you simultaneously push your elbows to the inside of the legs to really deeply open the hips. Send lots of love and breath to those hips. Any stored emotion that wants to release. Let your breath purge anything that wants to move. And let something go. All right, close your knees and let's hold on to our knees as we roll down to our backs. We made it. Pull your knees into your chest, giving yourself a great big squeeze and rock a little side to side to massage that back. Feels so good. All right, my dear friends, go ahead and extend that left leg, squeezing that knee up into the chest. And then let's do our supine twist, crossing that right leg over to the left, opening the right arm to the side. Shift your hips a little bit to the center of the mat to help get that leg across the body. Shut down the eyes here for a few moments as you deeply release the lower back and we wring out the torso. And our heart remains open, our shoulders melting down into the floor. I don't know about you, but I certainly feel a difference since beginning practice. Moving with love and intention for the body can do so much. helps us shift gears, helps us center ourselves so we can be truly more connected to self, to the universe, to your higher power, to your friends, to your family. We get so much out of our yoga practices. Every time we practice is an opportunity to discover something new, both mentally, emotionally, physically, and even spiritually if you're open to that. So stay receptive, stay open, my friends. All right, let's bring ourselves back through center and then switch sides, bringing that left knee into the chest, giving it a great big squeeze, lots of love, and then cross that leg over to the right, opening that left wing to the side, shifting the hip if needed to really get that left leg over the body. Let something go. Even soft little micro adjustments that you can make a world of difference in these poses. So let every breath help you open up, and let every exhale help you release, to help you unburden, to let go any emotions that don't serve you, and making room for some sweetness, making room for more love to come our way. All right, unwind. Full body stretch, like a good morning stretch, pointing through the fingers and the toes. Oh, so good. All right, let's gently roll onto our sides. No shavasana today, just to come into fetal pose. And just give a little love to your body for keeping up and practicing today. A little moment of self-reflection, of gratitude for choosing to do a little yoga and practice, helping calibrate the rest of your day and to course correct a little bit as needed. Just whisper thank you to yourself and I love you. And any sweet little affirmation you'd like to say to yourself in this moment, please do. And if you don't have one, use our mantra, which is I love myself completely and unconditionally. I love myself completely and unconditionally. Now softly come up into Sukhasana, into seated. Eyes can be closed if you like. Bring your hands into heart center. We're going to do Padma Mudra, which is lotus, which is a heart activation. So with your pinky and your thumb fingers staying together, you're going to push through the heels of your hands and open your fingertips wide like you are a lotus flower blooming out of the mud, out of the muck, growing towards the sunshine. And I want you to place your thumb against your heart space. Now shut down the eyes and imagine the most beautiful pink or blue or white lotus glowing and growing out of your heart space. Your face is the sunlight that it's reaching towards. Breathe into that energy, into that blooming that's happening. The blossom that's coming out of your heart center, fueled by your fire and your light and your love. As it seeks the sun, let your fingertips spread even more, really activating that heart chakra. We're going to stay here in a few seconds of quiet contemplation, of embodiment of that energy. Feel the radiance of your light making that lotus bloom even bigger and brighter. Breathe into that space, into that energy, and really spread through the fingertips. Imagine that flower is gaining in color and size and seeking that beautiful sunlight within you, that you are shining upon it through your crown, your third eye, your beautiful face, and that throat chakra, aligning your head and your heart together as one in this moment. Breathe deeply and then close the hands together. And now bow the head. Soft little moment, connecting to the light within you. Just whisper once more our mantra for practice today. I love myself completely and unconditionally. I love myself completely and unconditionally. All right, my beauties, thank you for practicing with me. And may I say in closing that the light within me sees and acknowledges the light within you. Namaste, my darlings. Thank you so much for practicing. I hope to see you again very, very soon. Take care. Bye.